Okay, so in one of my previous videos when I did a Spiral Abyss run, I pretty much asked you guys for like ideas of what future videos to make, and one of the comments was to make a tier list for my favorite characters. So not a meta tier list, just based on how much I like them. So, and I'm hoping I don't offend anyone because I don't like seeing dislikes, and before like the people who like leave quickly or boost quick skip to the end, I will say that I do not hate anybody. I don't hate any character in this game, I believe. So if I do not have any positive things to say about them, it's pretty much a neutral character. I don't have anything much to say. So the lowest tier is gonna be neutral. It's nothing. I don't like dislike anyone. So it's pretty much as positive as I can make it. So yeah. So firstly, I hit my mic stand. My bad. I hope that wasn't too loud. Let's see. I love. Okay. Favorites, I guess. I'll start off by just doing favorites. Well, the second tier will be I really like. Cool, I guess. We'll do a cool tier, and I guess I'll do neutral here, and then I think I'll make another tier. So if I go add a row below, so these are based off, so not owned, but like, I guess, and then not owned, neutral. So this is I believe a mixture between kit, like gameplay wise and lore wise. Well, how should I, maybe if we're talking about favorite characters, I mean, there are many like categories that people can go through, but since I am a big combat player, I guess I should gauge it off of how not their combat power, but how they feel. But I mean, if I say that, like, okay, this character, like, if a character who is objectively weak, and I rank them, like, what would I even do? So I think it's gonna be a mixture of both. So the Travelers, it's pretty much, I'd say they're neutral, right? Because they're let's try to explain. Let me try to think how this should be. Yeah, the Traveler is us, obviously, but I mean, we're cool in story, but we don't speak. We speak in rare situations, but you can obviously view the voice lines within the game. But this might get a lot of hate. I'm sorry if this does, but actually I do dislike one character in this game, and it's Paimon. Mainly because she kind of ruins the mood. If it's like super intense in a story and then she starts speaking like in third person, or she like recites a scene that already happened, it's pretty annoying. And the fact that she speaks for us when we literally could speak, because come on, they hired a voice actor and an actress for our main characters and we don't speak. But yeah, so Jean, here's the thing about Jean is that she's pretty, I use her in a bit in combat wise, but in the story she's a land, I'd say. She's the acting grandmaster, if I recall correctly, and she's done a little bit. It's been a while since we've been in Mondstadt, but she isn't like anything wild, right? So yeah, I don't know if I should be talking too much per character, because I don't know how long this video will be. But Lisa, let's see, Lisa. I'm not talking about how like she really like talks like she just seduces us. I don't want, like, if I'm like hello, I don't want, no, I'm not basing Lisa based on how like sus she is. She is cool. She's like a mage, a really powerful mage in the story, but I mean, kit wise she's okay, but I do use her in some situations. She's cool in that, and I like Electros. Like they're just cool. All right. Amber, she's like, I think the first person we ever meet in the game, unless it was kind of Venti, I can't remember, but first person that joins the party. Objectively, she's not that powerful in the store, you know, gameplay wise, but I use her a pretty decent amount for like nuke tests on like situations where I don't need a Bennett. But Baron Bunny's cool. I mean, also I did in one of my videos, I can't remember which one it was. It might have been me summoning for C2 Shalonen, but I did buy my 4th constellation on Amber. I haven't fully built her yet. She's like level 70, but I do like Amber. She's pretty cool. She's not that good in gameplay wise, but yeah. So Noelle, let's think. Noelle, honestly, I'd say she's cool. I did build her. Her build is okay. She's gotten stronger over the years with releases of like Goro and Shalonen. So and even with Farina, especially Farina, I'd say actually, because she heals the whole party. So going by gameplay wise, she has greatly improved. So I think she's pretty cool. She is nowhere near my like favorite characters, so yeah. But I have nothing against Noelle. Back then, I always said she was like really boring and she didn't do no damage. Back then, I was quite a meta guy, but over time, when I start beating everything with ease, I'm like, okay, I can already beat the game with the best characters. Let's just make it like, let's keep it chill, right? And just have some fun. So that's what I do in the game now. So I'm having fun in the game, along with trying to share the fun with you guys on my channel. So I hope this video so far is not making anyone angry. So just know that if your favorite character is on the bottom of the list, it's neutral, meaning I don't hate that character. So there's nothing against that character, just know. But I do apologize if your favorite character is not that high. But it is what it is. Tier lists can't appeal to everyone. So I was probably prone to get some dislikes. I hope I don't get dislikes. So Barbara, I haven't built her. My friend really wants me to. Like, I feel like in every video that he literally posts, sees Barbara showcase win or Barbara DPS win. But as for Barbara, I might be neutral on her. Because she's a nice singer. She's a singer and she's cute. But is she, I mean, gameplay wise, I don't want to compare, but I was just like, if I was going to use her, I have Kokomi, so it's like that. But she's cool in the story. I don't remember what she does, unless she just says hi to us. It's been a while. But yeah, she's coolish, but she's pretty much neutral, I'd say. Sucrose, I mean, if we're talking about gameplay wise, she's like really, really powerful. On par with Kazuha in situations where she is better than Kazuha for elemental mastery related teams, but since I have Kazuha C2, it pretty much eradicates that comparison. But otherwise, Sucrose in general is, I mean, she's like isn't a typical type such character to where she's like just, you have your shy character. Is she? Yeah, she's pretty shy. She's got that soft voice and nervous attitude, nervous personality. But she's cool. She's an alchemist. Works with Albedo, if I remember correctly. But I can't remember what event she's been in, but I'm trying to think of what these characters done in the story, but like if I remember much, like Noelle's super dang strong, but somehow she's not a Knight of Favonius yet. But in our hearts, Noelle is one. Yes. So yeah, Sucrose, I think she's in the cool category. Fischl. Okay, so gameplay wise, I use Fischl a whole lot, but honestly, a lot of people are annoyed by Fischl by how much she yaps, but I just really like Fischl. Like, in both regards. I like Fischl in the story because she's so goofy, because she speaks so dang much and I don't know what she's saying. Especially when she like embarrasses herself. When she like breaks her act every once in a while, but yeah, I really like Fischl. She's very valuable in the meta, but even in like fun teams, she's very valuable and very valuable. I enjoy using her. She just feels fun to use, especially at C6. But I mean, gauging the fun is like you pretty much use Oz and swap off of her. But I mean, I just enjoy having her on the team because she has a lot of synergies, and I like her in the story. So Mona. So if the 5-star selector didn't exist, Mona would have been in the not owned category, because somehow I never got a Mona from losing a 50-50. Still haven't, so I had to claim Mona from my 5-star selector. So that was awkward. I would have chosen like a Dea or a Tainari. But Mona is she cool? I might be neutral with her. I haven't built her since claiming her for free, but she... I mean, no, she's got some cool gimmicks. I think she's pretty cool. So, we're starting the list kind of weak, I'm saying. Like, I'm putting them, like, at the bottom-ish, but just know, yeah, just a reminder that they're nothing against these characters. I'm trying to build as many characters as I can, so as you, like, I just like building characters. If we had an infinite amount of resources in Genshin, I would build every character in the game, because, yeah, I just want to. Kaya, he's pretty cool. Should I try to speed up the process? Maybe do 2 at a time, since they're pretty much the bros. They're cool. Diluc, when we first met Diluc, he like was fighting like I think it was an Abyss Mage. That was years ago. It's been a while, but Diluc's cool. He's like, what, Batman in the game, basically. Kaya's cool. They're pretty much like in the same league in my eyes. So, my friend is a Turbo Diluc fan. Actually, my friend's both of the fan, but like my friend would put Diluc up here. And Kaya. Probably Ether too, but... they're pretty cool. I have a somewhat built Diluc. I never got Crimson Witch because I just, yeah, never bothered. Only through Strongbox, but they're both pretty cool characters, so nothing against them. Razor, there's nothing really much going for him because we barely see him, do we? I think there was a pretty cool story where we met like an Abyss Herald or something, and Razor was with us with Andreas, I think. I can't remember what happened then, but I just remember him there. But Razor, I mean, he has cool friends. He's got the big old wolf. I think that's his friend. This is the world boss that has the weekly reward. You can correct me if I am incorrect in the comments. So, yeah, feel free to correct me in any regard, and I hope I don't, yeah, like I said, I hope I don't anger anyone. So, Bennett. Gameplay-wise, I use Bennett everywhere. Is he a favorite? He's a silly guy. He's one of the few guys I actually did the story, the hangouts for. There are so many hangouts I didn't do. So Bennett's silly, but I mean, he's very overpowered, very valuable. I use him in a million teams. But in regards to personality too, what does he have? I think I really like Bennett. I really like Bennett. He's cool. But I mean, if this was just based off of like how valuable their kits are, then Bennett's the top, because any attack scaler would love him. So, yeah, that's Bennett. Ningguang. I think she is a cool character. In regards to her value, I'd say she was robbed by Hoyo, because if you remember the Trihv trailer, it shows a 5-star character per region. And Ningguang was Liyue's region, and she's a 4-star. And I believe the information about that was like there wasn't enough 4-stars of the Geo element. I think we only had like Noelle at like 1.0, which I guess is understandable, but come on. She's like she's like the boss. I don't know the word. There's like a Liyue word, but she's like in charge of all of Liyue. And she's very powerful, rich, all the above. She has 5-stars who work for her. Like, come on, man. Okay, so there's that. Speaking of 4-stars who got robbed, Beidou. Beidou, kit-wise, amazing. I love Beidou. And she's powerful, satisfying to use. I love watching her burst chain lightning between enemies. But lore-wise, she's badass. Alright? I think everyone knows Beidou's badass. I think she fought like some sea monster and then got her vision afterwards. So she literally like beat up some kraken or something. You can correct me how off I am if I am, but yeah. Beidou is amazing. Love Beidou. So yeah, she's chill. Keqing. Let's see. I really like Keqing. I'd say I use her a lot. Yeah, she's not my favorite, I'd say, but kit-wise, she's super flashy, fun, quick, especially with C2 Shalonen, as you've watch. I keep advertising that. I'm sorry, but yeah, through that you could reduce her cooldown so she can even burst faster and like with quicker rotations each time, and it's just satisfying. Like, does she do the most damage in the game? No, but is she satisfying to use? Yes. So yeah, that's my placement for Kaching. So I wonder if I should speed up because I'm 15 minutes in and there's a lot left. So but once we reach the neutral characters, I'll make it brief. So Xiangling, I really like Xiangling. If we're talking about gameplay, she's really cracked, really overpowered. But her personality is just like she's a chef who likes oh, she's cute, but she's a chef who like wants to eat everything, which is funny. But yeah, let's try to speed this up a little bit. So Chongyun, he is a cool character, no pun intended. He's like what? He's an exorcist, so that's pretty cool. It's funny. He's also one of the few characters I did to hang out for, and funny watching him eat like something very spicy, and he was like dying. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, Xingqiu. I mean, if we're talking about Xingqiu's like lore or his character, he's relatively, in my opinion, pretty bland, but he gets more points based off how overpowered his kit is, and I use him in like most of my teams anyway. And so yeah, Xingqiu is a very, very powerful character. If you haven't built a Xingqiu, I would recommend it. I'm not forcing you to, but if you want to, he's really good with pretty much like 90% of teams in the game, it seems. But yeah, he's really good gameplay wise. He's pretty cool-ish in the story. He might be pretty cool in some other regards, but I like forgot. Chi-Chi. Yeah, she's a neutral character. Zombie. Everyone hates losing their okay. 95% of players hate losing their 50-50s to her. There are the Chi-Chi lovers. I'm not going to say they don't exist. So, yeah. Chi-Chi, I hate seeing her silhouette whenever I lose a 50-50. So, but I haven't seen that in a while. It's more of like Kaching cursing me, but yeah. So, Chi-Chi. I can go off a tangent by the flaws in her kit, but let's not do that. This is just a chill video that hopefully isn't like an hour long, but if it is, oh well. Venti. Venti is a yeah, pretty energetic fella, a drunk guy, but fun back in the day. In the recent Spiral a bit, or 4 years actually, I honestly, since Inazuma, or in some episodes afterwards, Venti has kind of fallen off in regards to, like, say if you do a Spiral Abyss, there might be a bunch of like samurais in there and you could suck them all up and do lots of cool combos, which was so fun back then. I loved having Venti just group everyone up and I could just like just devour them basically. But now enemies are huge. Enemies are too big to be sucked up, and Venti like loses his value. And I used to use Venti a lot in floors like 9 and 10, but now we got the new update to where if you get like 36 stars in the Abyss, you can skip floors 9 and 10. So now I have no reason to use Venti unless in the open world. Or there are events to where like their enemies keep on spawning and Venti really shines there. So Venti is never fully benched. I might have to put him down every once in a while, but Venti, I will still use Venti a lot. Alright. Klee, I'm sorry if you've seen her on my profile that she isn't leveled up, but no, Klee is adorable, but I just haven't built her because I just haven't found the time, despite her being my first ever limited 5-star, getting her like 3.5 years ago. But I'm sorry, I am sorry. I even have her skin, but if Alice comes out, I'm building her immediately. So if they synergize, they better. But Klee, come on. It's like a little kid who can blow up a mountain. I believe one of her birthday rewards, like whenever a character's birthday happens, you get something in the mail. Her birthday reward was like a Primo Geovishap boss drop. I'm like, what? How'd you even give us that? So that's pretty crazy. So yeah. Child. I'd say I'd really liked him. Probably back in the day would be in the favorites, but after using Child for so many years and Abysses and all that stuff, it's like, gosh, I've really used this guy a lot. Story-wise, he always gets his ass or his butt kicked. I don't know if I should try not to swear on this channel. Um, yeah, he gets his butt kicked a lot by like Nouvellette, by us, by probably someone else, I can't remember. But yeah. Yeah, Child's fine here. For many players, he'd probably be even lower, because it seems like a lot of players hate Child, or really love Child. But gameplay-wise, lots of people hate him too, because his cooldown could be really long if you don't use him correctly. But if you use him correctly, it's pretty nice, but let's exclude that. That could get long. So, Child, I'd say I really like him. I still use the international team with Shangling, so yeah. Diona, I'm neutral with her. Give me like a year ago, I probably would say I hated her, because I didn't really like the smaller kids. I kind of don't still. Like, I'm neutral with the smaller characters. That's why I really haven't built any of them besides Nahida. So there's my issue, but I'm willing to adapt and build the other ones later. But yeah, Diona is neutral. Nothing really else to say. I do like the cat's tail though, with the cats. Zhongli. I mean, give me like years ago, he'd probably be my favorites because he was super cool, but comparing him to like personality-wise, he's like kind of just that guy who's like, sup, I am Zhongli. You got money? I got none. So you want to give me some? So that's pretty much Zhongli. He has no money despite being the guy who like invented it, right? But gameplay-wise, I use him a lot. His shield's unbreakable basically, but and his meatball's fun. But I mean, is he a favorite? I use him so much. I mean, he's dripped out. He's really dripped out. I gotta give some favorites up, right? He's cool. Like, if we get a cutscene of him being, like, badass, I would love that. But for now, yeah, I'll give him a favorite. We need more favorites up there. Official needs a friend. Xinyan. I have built Xinyan one time. She has no artifacts right now, but I did level her up just to meme it up, because there's that. But Xinyan, she's not that good gameplay wise, but she's kind of cool. I'd say she's kind of cool. There was one event where Xinyan had her in a cutscene. She had her hair down, and I was like, dang, she looks really good with her hair down. And yeah, like I probably have that picture saved somewhere, which is kind of weird. Hopefully not, but yeah. Xinyan's cool. Is she really good? Not really, but I'm not stopping anyone from building her. I built her, so yeah. Albedo. If this was my friend, Albedo would be like top 1, and they would name the top thing Pookies or something, which honestly, I had to Google search what Pookie meant, because I don't know why. So many people were calling me Pookie, and I was like, what does that mean? What does Pookie mean? But Albedo, he's cool. Well, I mean, gameplay-wise, he's... he leaves much to be desired, but I'm not going to get off of meta, so... because as for they release new Geo characters that I like more, Albedo can't really squeeze into a team anymore well, my teams. If you like Albedo, you use Albedo, okay? So, Albedo's cool. Lore-wise, he's pretty cool too. So, but we used to have a yearly Dragonspine event with Albedo, and we haven't gotten one. We missed this year, so I don't know why Albedo isn't getting any story updates, because he's cool. He honestly is cool. So, probably if there was another story of like, well, because like the last event was like Sus Albedo, it was like Among Us, where we had to find the imposter of the Albedos, which was a cool event. It was really cool. But if we got more screen time of Albedo, that would be cool. But I'd probably really like him if we got one more event with him. But yeah, Ganyu. I really like Ganyu. Personality wise, it seems I think a lot of people don't like her personality. She's like the sleepy lady, but I like Ganyu. Gameplay wise, a lot of people hate it, especially mobile players. I don't blame you. I kind of like it. It's nothing like, it's not my favorite. So if I was gonna make another account, I probably wouldn't get Ganyu. But yeah, I think Ganyu, I really like her. And her design. I don't know if I've been mentioning design, but yeah, design wise, she's really nice. Xiao, I would put like Xiao years ago, not right now. Like neutral or cool, maybe cool. But because I regretted him because he was like in my eyes, like, he was not doing the damage I was hoping. But then as time went by, we got Shen Yun and Farzan, especially C6 Farzan, and now and Farina, and now he slaps. He hits really hard. Okay, so this guy, he's really strong. And lore-wise, he's really cool. Oh, sorry, hit my mic. Lore-wise, he's really dang cool. So, yeah, there's nothing to complain about Xiao. I mean, my favorite content creator, I guess I'll admit, I do like watching Zyark's clips, and he is the big Xiao guy, the big Xiao fan, he probably has a body pill of him somewhere. But Xiao's really cool. I enjoy the plunge game playstyle. Some players don't, but yeah. Hu Tao. Years ago, she was in my favorites, but over time I haven't used her as okay. But I really like Hu Tao, so I think I just gotta commit to favorites. She's really cute. She's really spooky, I guess, and fun. Spamming charge attacks. She is C1, so I can spam with relative ease. Most players have a C0 Hu Tao if they own her, which is no big deal. But Hu Tao, she honestly has my favorite dash animation in the game as well. So yeah, nothing against Hu Tao as well. I like Hu Tao. I love her OST as well. Yeah, I don't think I have anything bad to say, so she has to be a favorite, I'd say. So Rosaria. Back in the day, I think I'm gonna give Rosaria I really like. So for Rosaria, back when the Abysses actually had freeze compatible enemies, where the freeze meta was a thing, I used Rosaria a whole lot. I never got Shenhe, so Rosaria was my cryo battery, who did really good. So if enemies are able to be frozen in the Abyss one day, I'll bring back Rosaria, but it's been a while. But I really like her. She's the emo girl, I guess. But I do like her. Do I really like her? I'd say so. I like her teleport ability. Her ultimate feels satisfying to use. It's a satisfying ability to hit. So yeah, nothing else to say. I mean, there could be more to say, but I don't want this to be too long. It's already almost half an hour. So Yanfei. I like Yanfei. I have a fully built Yanfei. I have not. One day. But Yanfei, I like her. I like her voice actress in English. I like her design. I like her playstyle. I think some people say she's boring, but I like her playstyle. So, lawyer-wise, I think some people didn't like the fact she's a lawyer, but I don't care. It's a game. But yeah, I like Yanfei. Anything else to say? I think she's cute. So Eula, excluding the kit-wise, because yeah, I don't use Eula. I think she's cool. I think so, right? Yeah, she's cool. I will have mentioned she does say that a whole bunch, but I'm not neutral with her. Right. Well, okay. Looking at what I've done, I'm actually going to move the Travelers up. Because the Travelers are cool. The Travelers are cool, okay? So, Eula's going to go up there. I'm not going to say anything more. And, yeah, the commenter who recommended this video was basing it off of Kazuha, and well, I think they know where Kazuha goes, okay? Kazuha is my boy. My only limited C6 5-star, where his weapon was a bit expensive to get back then, but oh well. But Kazuha, I still use him in most of my teams nowadays, and he still feels satisfying to use. Granted, not like as amazing, not as fun as it was in the past, but that's what happens when you use a character for 3 years. But he's still fun. I still use him so much. So yeah, Aika. I liked her playstyle. Aika was fun while she prevailed in the Abyss freezes. I could do her for a crit build in regards to just not worrying about enemies freezing, but Aika's always been cool. She was my third ever limited 5-star. So when I started, it was like Klee, and then Kazuha, and then Inazuma came out, and then she was there. So I didn't think about getting Aika, and then I tried her test run, and I'm like, wow, she's really fun. So I got her. Yoimiya. I don't use Yoimiya much anymore, but I really like her. Like, her personality just carries it all. She's adorable, she's fun to be around, she's cute. Did I say she's cute? I'll say it again. And yeah. And fireworks are fun. Come on. So, yeah, nothing bad to say about Yoimiya. Oh, another neutral. Another kid. Sayu, she just sleeps. I had never built Sayu, but I'm not sure what Sayu fans are out there, but Sayu is, yeah, just a character who I sometimes forget exists because, yeah, nothing against her, just that she's just the sleepy kid. Ryan Shogun. I really like Ryan Shogun. So, yeah. What else do I have to say? A lot of players would probably put her up here, but I think she's fine up here. As for the tiers, they aren't in any particular order within the tiers, I'd say. That's too complicated for me, because there's so many characters. So, yeah. Ryan Shogun, what else do I have to say? She's badass, she's powerful, she's strong, and she's versatile gameplay-wise. So, yeah. Kujosara. If you have me added, or if you've seen my profile on Genshin, my profile picture is Kujosara. I have had Kujosara as my profile picture for many years by now. Am I Kujosara main? I am not, but I really like her. She's not my favorite, which is now ironic because I had her profile picture. So why do I use her profile picture? Well, it looks cool. It's a cool character in my eyes, but it's not that popular. So I want to be a profile picture that you don't, like, if I go on a co-op page, you'd find a Shalonen, a Raiden, a Xiao, probably a lot of these characters around, but you probably won't find many Sarahs. You might find one Sarah every 10 pages, which is a pretty good ratio I'd like, so yeah. Yeah, I like Sarah, but yeah, I don't know what to say. So, Kokomi. Kokomi is really, I like Kokomi. She was my go-to for freeze. I could use her for taser, mono teams, other stuff, but she's a general. Okay, yeah, she's a general, but yeah, she's cute, she's fun. I like her jellyfish. She's easy to build too, because she doesn't need to crit. So, yeah. Maybe I should pick up the pace. Aloy. Yeah, Aloy is neutral, but if you were talking about Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, the games where she actually comes from, Aloy is a very, very nice character. I really like Aloy. I've never played the Horizon Forbidden West. I should eventually. I'm not sure if I could even put it on my channel. I might stick with only Genshin for some time, but Aloy in this game is neutral. Nothing special. Toma. I honestly really like Toma. He's the first person I think we met in Inazuma. Upon that, he greets us, and he was a cool guy. At first, everyone was calling him the child of Inazuma, like Tartaglia. But he's grown on me. I always thought he was pretty mid because his energy issues. I mean, his energy issues are still a thing, and his shield requires you to hit a lot to stack. But when fully stacked, his shield hurts. But gameplay-wise, he's okay, but he can burgeon, which is good in some situations, and I think he's good in other situations. But I like using Toma sometimes. Yeah. Ito. Gameplay-wise, I'm not the biggest fan of Ito, but his voice actor is so good in English. Max something. But oh, his voice actor is so good. If you put Ito in any scene, you know what? Yeah, you go up there, buddy. You deserve that spot. Ito is so fun to be around in the story. So yeah. Like, his voice actor is so talented. So talented. He's just fun to be doing anything with. So yeah, Ito, you get the points. Goro. He's cool. Not as wild as Ito, but he's just a Geo dude who can support Geo, and his personality is mature. So yeah. Yeah, so I think there's a Shenhe. I do not own Shenhe, but I like Shenhe. So nothing to complain about Shenhe. She's cool. I think Hoyoverse has released 2 games since Shenhe's last banner. Keep that in mind. I think that is. I think Star Rail came out after her banner, and then Zenless Zone Zero came out, and Shenhe just does not exist anymore. And I believe they said the Chronicled banner is for characters who have not rerun in a while, but they've had like 2 to 3 reruns, I think. I think Shenhe hasn't even been rerun once. Am I right? Or I could be wrong. But gosh, Shenhe just doesn't exist in the game anymore, it seems. But Yunjin. I think Yunjin's cool. I used her a lot in the day for like Yoimiya teams, but haven't used her much lately, but she still holds a place in my heart, especially with the C6 attack speed. So yeah, Yaimiko. I really like Yaimiko. Like, she was one of the most excited characters I was for when Inazuma came out and we saw all the characters. Gameplay wise, she isn't as like engaging as like the other characters that are like super fun, because like right here, right now, emerge when you use her skill 3 times on English. I don't know what she says in the other ones, but it's yeah, the 3 skills, and then if you use her burst, you'll have to use 3 more skills. So I just use her off field to support with like Tighnari and stuff. Ayato. I do have Ayato on my other account, but I like him. Well, do I? I mean, using my finger gets sore when I use Ayato on my other account because I'm clicking so dang much. But he's a cool character. Yeah. I don't want to dabble too much on the characters I don't own. Yelan. There we go. Another favorite character. Yelan. I use Yelan a lot. I like her. I love her design. I love her kit. I love her strengths. Love her everything. Yeah, I like Yelan. Kuki. I think I really like Kuki. I don't know if she's a favorite, but I use her a lot. I like her design though, but maybe not a favorite, but I really like her. So yeah, I think I have nothing else to say. Only positive stuff. Heizo. Heizo is cool. I think he was the first ever male catalyst, I think, if I'm not wrong, and he was punching. So when I watched like footage of him for the first time, I'm like, wow, this guy can punch. I'm gonna build him right away. I haven't built him. When he's C6, I'll build him. He's like C4, I think. So, yeah, Heizo is cool because just having just punching is cool. In game punching is cool, not in real life. Tighnari. I really like using Tighnari, but do I even like him himself? I guess. I mean, I use him a pretty good amount. I would love to have a C6 one day if I ever get him from lost 50/50s, but yeah. Yeah, Tighnari is cool. Kale. So Kale, I have not built, but I think she's gonna be the only character I have not built who's gonna be and I really like. She's adorable. She's like a character that you like want to protect. Like, I see this character as like, I will protect you from harm. Like, you're safe with me, buddy. I'm keeping you safe. Kale, her voice actress in English is adorable, very high pitched. It's like, I'm not gonna mimic the voice. My voice is too deep for that. Never mind. But yeah, she's adorable. She's fun. I love Kale. So yeah. Dory, neutral. I don't think I want to say anything else. So yeah, Dory's neutral. Sino. I like Sino. I don't own Sino. But yeah. Nothing really else to say about here. But Sino's really cool. Like, I love his soundtrack too. It's one of the more memorable ones I could think of it. But yeah, Candace. I really like Candace. Her kit's okay, but her design is stunning. 5-star worthy. I love the heterochromia, I believe it's the word. 2 different colored eyes. Hey, we got another one coming with Auron. But I loved her design. I love it still. Never mind. I still love it. So yeah, that's great. Nilou. I really like Nilou. I got her. I haven't used her too much, so I haven't really mastered her teams yet, but I really like Nilou. Her design's great. Loved her impact in the story. She was pretty much just dancing, but it was fun to watch her dance. She's cute. She's fun. She has a skin. Right? Or she even, like, I think she hugged us in that event where like we had like the little Lego blocks or something. But yeah, she's adorable. Nahida. Kit-wise, favorites, but lore-wise, she's I think she's the Archon who has provided us the most valuable information for our quest. I believe Like, we helped, like, save Li Wei, and Zhongli was like, I'm not telling you anything. I think Venti just laughed at us, and the Shogun probably did the same. I don't remember what they provide for us. So, Nahida is a Giga Chad for that. She provided us valuable information, and it sticks with me. I think she was talking about like the Harbingers, the Descenders, all the cool stuff. At the time, she's provided us with a lot of knowledge, which is convenient with her role as the goddess of wisdom. But yeah, Nahida is great. Use her a lot. I really like Layla. I kind of stole her build for like Homa or something, but Layla is I like her shield, I like her design, I like her personality. I heard some people don't like it, which is understandable. It's just a sleepy character like Ganyu, but even more sleepy. But I like her design and all that stuff, so she's cool. Wanderer. This might shock people, or maybe it won't, but like back then, Wanderer. So I started this game like 3 years ago, okay? Over 3 years ago, I played every day, didn't miss a day. I grinded out the game, mastered everything. Well, no, not like mastered everything, but... And then Sumeru came out, still grinding, and then Wanderer came out. I'm the guy who's like, I want all the Harbingers, so I was excited for Scaramouche, the Electro version of him. Then Wanderer came out, and I didn't like the story because he was like, what? He just erased himself from history, now he's just another dude? It's like, oh yeah, you're my friend now, or what? Like, what? And then he came out, and I, linking to the fact that I was a Kazuha main, still am-ish, and I loved elemental reactions that Kazuha can support, and well, Wanderer was an Anemo DPS who, well, could not be supported by Kazuha, really. So, I didn't like Wanderer at the time. I honestly say I could have hated, I think I hated him. I was doing no damage because I wanted to buff him with Kazuha. So, there's that. And that was when I took my first break of the game. I took a break. Wanderer made me take a break of Genshin. I took a break for maybe 3 months. Came back when like Alhaitham got a rerun, so yeah. And note that I didn't have C6 Farazan, I didn't have a built Farazan at the time, so there's that. And speaking of Farazan, I really like. It took me like Wanderer's first banner, Wanderer's rerun, and then Shen Yun's banner to get C6 Farazan. So it sucked to get her, but I really like using her now. I really like using Farazan now, and yeah. And Wanderer, I like using Wanderer now. He's grown on me. I use him for exploration sometimes. I use him in the Abyss sometimes. I even made a video on him in the past about saying that he's fun with C2 Gene or attack speed. Especially with Farina, it's a bit risky to have no shield on Wanderer, but when you're not getting hit, Wanderer is really fun and quite powerful to use. So yeah. Nothing to complain about that now, honestly. It was my mistake. I apologize, Wanderer. So, you still aren't my favorite character, but you're still you're an alright character, alright? Alhaitham? I use Alhaitham a lot, honestly. Maybe I'll give him a favorite. Yeah, he's a favorite. So, Alhaitham. Kit-wise, love his kit. I love playing Quick Bloom with him. I use it a lot in the Abyss. Ever since I got him, because I skipped him the first time because I was like, oh, a Dendro DPS, but I have Tainari. Then I got him on his rerun and realized, wow, this guy is really powerful. So yeah, that's Alhaitham. Alhaitham, nothing to complain. He is, I mean, his personality is like, he's a very mature dude, so it's nothing like out of the ordinary. He's just like there. So yeah, Yao Yao. I don't think I even remember where we even meet her in the story, but I like Yugui. She's cool. Honestly, she's cool. I don't want to put her in the Dory tier, so I haven't built her, but she's cool, I'd say. Nothing else to say about her. Oh, I've been talking so long. Let me hydrate real quick. Okay. I am rehydrated. Let us see Dea. So Dea, honestly, Dea's a favorite. She was my favorite of all of Sumeru. The one I was most excited for. And the biggest downfall of all of them, unfortunately. So DPS, she's not that good. Support, she's okay, but she's growing on players now. As new characters that can actually work with her relatively well come out. But I have made like 6-7 videos of Arlecchino and Dea on my channel. Yeah, I might have privated a few of them. There are a few YouTube shorts and a few videos. So some of my most viewed videos are from Arlecchino and Dea, just showing that, well, is it? Or one of them. That's because I really like the combination. I will try to find my way to use Dea, no matter what, okay? So that's Dea to me. Like, she's not that good in that gameplay wise, but I will make sure I try to use her, no matter what. So yeah, Mika. Mika's neutral, but he's funny to listen to. He's like the nerd emoji in English. So yeah, he's just big there. But he was when there was like an event. I don't remember what event it was, but that was when we got the first mention of Capitano. If Capitano was here, let's say Auron's Capitano, Capitano would be right here. All right, a Capitano would be a tier above everyone. Okay, so if Capitano is not a playable character, you're gonna see a very sad me, but yeah. Yeah, Capitano. Mika was the one who mentioned it. It was like like a letter from Varka or something. Once we see Varka, I hope Varka's really cool too. All right. Baiju. Back then, Baiju, I was like neutral about him. He was like whatever. But ever since Farina, I use Baiju a lot. Almost probably the same amount as Nahida. But yeah, like Baiju has more value than I thought. Like he's very valuable, especially to my account. So don't underestimate, don't undervalue Baiju. Give him a try, look at videos, and yeah, or even ask me if you want me to do a little showcase with Baiju. Not a TPS, but like supporting your favorite characters. So yeah, Baiju, it's a good character. Kave. I like Kave. I never built him. He's not that powerful in the gameplay wise, but not stopping anyone. Once again, not stopping anyone from building him. But yeah, still, yeah, he's a good. Well, he's a cool character. I don't remember if I really met him much in the story. I think I missed an event where Kave was on the Sumeru story. It was like the one where the reward was like a bow, I think. So that bow wasn't that good, but I didn't miss out. But I missed out on some story with Kave. Kirara. Kirara is adorable. I love Kirara. Is she a favorite? I mean, I don't use her too much, but I really like Kirara. There's nothing bad to say about Kirara. Alright. Let's do Linny and Lynette at the same time. I like them both. They're cool. But nothing else to say. My roommates sound like they got back home from something, so now I just hear talking out there. So hopefully my mic isn't picking up. Most likely that it is. I apologize. So, quick brief over the twins. They're cool. I like them. But, yeah. I want to build Lynette. She is C6. One day I will build her. Maybe even do a plunge Lynette with, yeah, like Farina, Shenyun, and Farzan. So, yeah, that sounds fun. Keep your eyes peeled for that if I ever do that. Hopefully soon, maybe. Yeah, I like the characters. They're cool. Femine, he might be neutral. I'm sorry, because he was a diver, but he like pretty much was like almost drowning every time I saw him dive in the story. He's very shy. He's okay, but like he didn't really. I can't remember what he did. I think he might have helped us in one regard, but I forgot. There was an event where we helped him with like a penguin or something, which was I think a very sad event, but I'm sorry, but I forgot what happened on it. So, Feminine's there. Nivelette, up here. Remember, there's no order, but I could put Nivelette up there just in case. Nivelette, I love this guy. Meta-wise, he's crazy. I love him and fighting with him. He's so easy to use. He's just brain dead. He just splurges on everyone and they die. And he's very powerful in the story. I loved seeing him. The story is a very good voice actor. All of the above. Hey, he's a nice character. Oh yeah, also, I'm probably gonna cut nothing on this video. It's way too long for me to even bother cutting, so when this video is posted, it's gonna be one uncut version of me just rating all these characters. So, we're getting like 10 minutes from 1 hour about there. So, I think we're gonna be an hour if I take my time here. So, Ridesley. This guy has never been rerun. But Ridesley is really cool. I really like him. Wait, I have to put him up. I have to put him down here because I don't own him. Wait, is there any other character I just don't own? Okay, I think I own everyone. Okay, so Ridesley. I don't own him, but I really like him. He's cool. He's badass. He could punch. So yeah, he could punch. Farina, I'm gonna put Farina like up here. I love Farina. She probably has one of the best voice actresses in the game for the English language. Very versatile. Because you got her cocky mode, you got her like depressed mode and all that stuff. They're natural. Like the range is insane. Her execution in her voice lines or just go crazy. Like she is very, very talented. So yeah. And I love her kit. I love Mademoiselle Crabaletta. That's the only like thing that she spawns I can remember the name of. But the French names. Yeah, I love Farina. She is C2 because I love her so much. So yeah. She's not R1 because she runs with a terrible other character. So Charlotte, honestly, I never built Charlotte. She's C5. One of these days when Charlotte ever returns. Charlotte has not been seen, I think, since Farina's banner. So I don't know where she is. Maybe soon. Charlotte needs one more. But Charlotte, I like Charlotte a lot. I think a lot of people said they didn't like her personality. I like her personality. I really like it. She's a little like nosy reporter. She's adorable. She's cute. She's the Fontaine Yenfei. So I like her. Navia. Navia. I love Navia. Navia revitalized my love for Geo. One of my favorite DPSs in the game. What else is there to say? She's adorable. She's cute. She's fun. She's had a sad backstory. Sad story. Almost made me cry when she was crying. I probably did cry. But yeah, like Navia. We love Navia. And my roommates are loud. I hope they don't knock on my door because they hear me talking. Please leave me alone. Alright. Shall we continue? Chevreuse. I was excited for Chevreuse because she was the first ever character in the game with a gun. That sounds very American, but not regarding America. Just because a gun is extremely unique. Okay? Like, I love something unique. Like, we got, like, guns and all that stuff. Now we're getting more. Or we probably just got 2. But, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we love those. Alright. Shen Yun. I really like Shen Yun. Revitalized my love for Xiao. Enables many opportunities for plunging. It's just fun. I love Shen Yun. I like her design. Like her playstyle. Yeah. Gaming. Gaming is cool. When he's C6, I will build him. Right away. Okay? Gaming is a cool character. Strong. Powerful. He's cool. He has the cool dance. I forgot what it was called. When he was like dancing on the water with his mask thingy. That was pretty cool. But yeah, Gaming. Nothing against him. I'd say if I really like him once I actually build him. And then I can actually play around with him, and I'm like, wow, this guy's fun. But I already know he's gonna be fun, but I just want to wait. Chiori. I like Chiori. I don't own her. She's cool. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm losing knowledge. I'm losing like mouth power. Once we're 50 minutes in the video, almost an hour. Oh boy, I'm surprised if anyone's gotten this far. I will be. If you made it this far, like, okay, honestly, here's a secret. If you made it this far in the video, type pickle in the comments. All right. If I see a person say pickle, I would be surprised that someone watched my video for 54 minutes. And I will give you a heart. I'll be like, I'll be surprised. So if I see any pickles, thank you. Maybe that'll be a thing, an Easter egg on my channel. Where I just say, I'll have like if my video is super long, I'll just say, all right, if you made it this far, say this word. In this regard, it'll be pickle. But if I see any of those comments, That would be just cool, because that just means that someone, either they got lucky and skipped to a part in the video and they just heard me say that, or they actually watched the video. But yeah. But if I see any pickles, I'm gonna give your comment a heart. So yeah. Arlecchino, she's a favorite. I'm gonna put her up here. There's no order, but I just want to order my favorites. Arlecchino is very, very cool. I haven't done her story quest, which is very awkward. I gotta do it. I've been just like busy with other stuff, so I never had the chance. But Arlecchino, I love Arlecchino. I love her scythe. But her scythe, her signature weapon was way too expensive for me. I got really unlucky. So, but anyways, I love her design. I love her game. Well, I love her strength. She's very powerful. All stuff. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. Yeah. Chlorind. Honestly, I think I'll give Chlorind. She'll maybe on the lower. Wait, no, they're not ordered. Chlorind's one of my favorites. I love the gun. I love it all. Yeah. I'm gonna try to like maybe make this 1 hour long, so I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit. Yeah. Chlorind. I love Chlorind. Nothing against Chlorind. Maybe just if they reduce her cooldown or increase her duration on her skill, but that's a buff. They don't buff characters besides Zhongli post-release. So yeah. Sijuin. I do not own Sijuin, and unfortunately, she will probably be the only one I am neutral for. Sadly. Okay. So yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say, but Sethos. He's cool. If you watch my last video, or no, I don't know when I'll post this. Probably because I recorded like 3 videos today. This is my 3rd video today, but it'll probably posted on like the 25th or 26th. Who knows? But Sethos, I built him not too long ago, and he was cool. I may have used him wrong, so whenever I preview a comment on that video I posted about the testing more of the teams of the comments, we will see. I will see if someone will correct me if I say or give me a better team option to try out. So yeah. Sethos is cool. Emily, I do not own Emily, but I honestly might want her in the future. So I like Emily. A lot of people hated her design, but I honestly, I love her design. I really like her design. I don't know much about her story because I don't know. But Emily, I like her. I think I'll get her in the future. So yeah. Mulaney. Is she a favorite? Yeah, Mulaney's a favorite. Okay. There's no particular order. Just keep it in mind. I might make that a pinned comment as well. No particular order on any of the tiers, just to ensure that like, okay, like, oh wow, Mulaney's the bottom of favorites. What? But yeah. They are, yeah. I don't know what to say. I like Mulaney. The shark's fun. And Mulaney, I didn't initially plan to get her, but I decided to get her. And I will say Mulaney has broken my new record, shattered my nuke record on my account. It's probably on my YouTube shorts, so I'm not going to brag about it. So I'll be like, if you want to watch it, you have to look for my YouTube short. It has like 15,000 views, so you could just sort by most viewed probably, and you'll see like, oh, C0 Mulaney this much damage, but that's up to you if you want to watch it. So yeah. Kachina. She's cool. It was fun. She did beat, lore-wise, she's probably stronger than Mulaney because she technically beat her in the 1v1 on the tournament. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. I never built her, but she's cool for climbing walls, but now Shallona's out, so yeah. Okay, I got a minute left. Well, I'm not gonna like speedrun that quickly, but Kanich, he's cool. I kind of don't really care for Aha or Aja or whatever the pronunciation of his little buddy is. Kind of a yapper, like Paimon, where I said at the beginning of the video I wasn't exactly the biggest fan of Paimon, but it is what it is. I don't wait. Kanich is down here though. I don't own Kanich. Yeah. I think that's a reasonable spot for that. I mean, it's the only spot I could do. Unless I make him neutral, but I'm not neutral on Kanich. He's cool. What I get in the future, we'll see. I don't know. He hits hard. I've seen a lot of good gameplay about it. Yeah, but yeah, let's just move on. Shallonen. Let's put Shallonen up here. There's no order. I'm just gonna squeeze her in there with the Geo friend. I love Shalonen. Shalonen's cool. Very powerful. I made so many videos on her so far. I'm gonna make more videos because I love Shalonen. Got her C2. C2R1. Shalonen's great. Versatile, fun. All of the above. I just love Shalonen. Yeah. What else is there to say? So, Chaska. Well, since I'll just go quickly. Chaska and Ororon, I don't own them because they're obviously not out yet. But lots of people, especially on Twitter, have been hating on Chaska's design, and I am not that person. I love Chaska's design. Sure, it might be strange to have one open leg and one with clothes, or one pant and one like short. That don't know where you find that on the wardrobe unless you just cut it. But I love Chaska's design. Ororon looks cool too. I think a lot of people were hating Ororon too. I think in China, but here's the thing. It's a video game with characters that do not exist. So, yeah. I'm just here for the positivity. So, hopefully this doesn't offend anyone. So, yeah. Need I say anything else? I don't know. This is pretty much what I believe my favorite characters are. Yep, I don't feel like changing anything. This video has been over an hour long, and I'm not going to cut anything. I'm probably just going to add some background music, so it's not just silence whenever I'm not speaking. So, yeah. If you enjoyed the video, if you made it this far, or unless you just skipped to the end, either works. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe if you like, drop a comment. Try not to, I hope you don't try not to hate on my list. You could just say what your favorite character is. Or, yeah. Just keep the community positive, right? So if you like have a favorite character, like say, oh, my favorite character is a Lynette. And you could say why. Like, oh, I love her backstory, or, well, her backstory is dark, so maybe not that. But like, I love this character because they're blah, blah, blah. So yeah, you could say whatever you want, okay? So, if you have a favorite character, please let me know. I apologize if that favorite character is low on my list. Just a reminder that I hate no character in this game, playable character. I hate none of these characters that are on the list. There's just ones I just like more than the other, which is, well, everyone's opinion. So, yeah. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. So yeah, like and subscribe, drop a comment. My Discord's in the description. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.